Hi guys, this is Shawaku7. I'm in my basement gym, and today will be another unboxing video. If you watched my recent videos, I've been warning my viewers about the tariffs that Donald Trump has vowed to impose. Now, I should point out that both Harris and Trump both support tariffs, but Trump's tariff plan is a tariff on steroids. He's proposed a 60% tariff on all Chinese goods and 10 to 20% tariff on all other global imports. It says Donald Trump has identified what he sees as an all-purpose fix for what ails America: slap huge new tariffs on foreign goods entering the United States. Tariffs are the greatest things ever invented, Trump said this month in Flint, Michigan. As president, Trump imposed tariffs with a flourish, targeting imported solar panels, steel, aluminum, and pretty much everything from China. Tariff man, he calls himself. This time he's gone much further. He has proposed a 60% tariff on goods from China and a tariff of up to 20% on everything else the United States imports. So there you go. Go ahead and do your due diligence and research this issue for yourself. So, even if you're interested in buying exercise equipment from Pepin, like the new Pepin adjustable dumbbells, or Tunturi, or Eleiko, which is known for its weightlifting plates and barbells, or Panetta for its exercise machines, you should strongly consider buying whatever exercise equipment you need now to avoid paying extra costs, because the tariffs will be passed on to the consumers. And of course, the election is November 5th, so if Trump does win election, you still have Black Friday and Cyber Monday in the month of December, to make your purchases for whatever home gym equipment that you need. And I'm not just saying this, I'm doing this myself, because I think there's a very strong likelihood that Trump will win the election and he will impose the tariffs, which is a sneaky way for the government to generate more revenue for itself that won't upset voters, even though the tariff costs will be passed on and increase costs of the goods that you buy. And of course, many people will say you shouldn't be buying from China, but the truth is globalization has been around for the last 20 years, and every American home has many items bought from China and Korea, Japan, Mexico, Canada, or from the European Union. And that's just a fact of life. And this question is, do you really want to pay extra? Because what I paid for my leg curl leg extension machine is being sold for over 3 times that amount by Titan Fitness. And I purchased the CD Ultimate Leg Powerhouse Dual Action Extension and Curl Machine off of Temu for $203.14. And this is an ad on Titan Fitness website for its leg extension and curl machine, which is on sale for $664.97, which is $35.02 off its regular price of $699.99. And this was as of October 9, 2024. And if you look at the machine, it looks identical to the one I bought from Temu.com. And it's probably manufactured in China, just like the Side leg extension and curl machine is. So this raises the issue of whether a reasonable person would want to pay over 3 times more for a leg extension and curl machine by buying it from Titan Fitness, which is supposed to be a good place to buy affordable exercise equipment, or whether to order it from Temu.com. I think a reasonable person would buy from Temu.com and use the over $460 he saves and buy more gym equipment, or at least buy food or pay utility bills. Invest it, put it in a savings account, checking account, but not to overpay for what is essentially the same exercise machine. So instead of buying one piece of equipment, why would I want to do that when I can buy three? Some of my viewers have commented that I own too much gym equipment, and they probably wonder why I bought so much gym equipment. And now you know. What I'm trying to do is avoid the increased cost that the tariffs are going to bring. And the package came very quickly and appears to be undamaged. And I ordered this seated row machine on Saturday, October 5th, 2024 at 3:43 a.m. in the morning. It was shipped the next day on October 6th, 2024 at 3. And it was delivered to my home on October 9th, 2024 at 11:39 a.m. in the morning. And this is what the seated row machine looks like when you open up the box. Very well packaged. Everything's wrapped with plastic. And you can see the hardware like the nuts and the bolts and the washers are in some type of plastic shrink wrap cardboard board packet. This is what it looks like when it's unboxed and all the plastic wrap is removed. And they do provide you with a wrench, which is useful. And the backrest and seat is made out of a dense foam. Seems to be high quality. But the rollers are made out of some kind of spongy material. So I'm not sure about the quality of this. It's more spongy than firm. But this is definitely firm. Something like you would find at a commercial gym. And the assembly instruction says that assembly requires 2 people. But I'm going to do this on my own. And the seated row machine comes with 2 wrenches. And I'm using a number 17 wrench and an adjustable wrench, because it's much easier to use than the 2 cheap wrenches they provide. And step 1 is complete. And step 1 was just attaching this piece to this piece by putting 2 bolts in. Very easy to do. And attaching this piece to the frame with 2 bolts. Step 2 is complete. And step 2 was bolting the arms onto the frame and also these posts. And there's an Allen wrench you have to tighten this up with. And these bolts connect the post to the frame. And the arms are bolted into the frame as well. And so far, the assembly is very easy. And step 3 is a little tricky with the handles here, because as you can look for the diagram, it's not clear about how to do that. So I want to show you. The handles go through this hole right here, and then you'll run this bolt through, bolt number 7, that has a washer on it, and it has this round cylinder, and you'll run it through the handle. You run it through the handle like this, and then you'll attach another cylinder here from the inside. And you want to be careful not to drop the cylinder into the well. So it will look like that, and then you'll attach your washer and your nut So that's how you do it. Run your handle through this hole, run the bolt with a cylinder on each side, and then attach your washer and your nut. And it's easier if you take this cap off. And then you can just attach the cap when you're done. So step 3 is done, and step 3 was attaching the arms to the frame. And the trickiest part was putting the handles in. And like I said, the handle is run through this hole here. You have to run that bolt in with the 2 cylinders with washers on the outside and then bolt it in. And it's much easier to do if you take off the cap. So the number 7 bolt runs through there. You got the 2 cylinders on each side, and there's a hole in that handle where the bolt runs through, and you just attach it with a nut and a washer. You can always put the cap back on, and it makes it much easier. Okay, step 4 is done. And step 4 was just attaching this here and down here, and it just bolts right in. And then you slide this in and attach a knob. So far that's pretty easy. It's far easier than step 3. The hardest part so far for this assembly were the handles. That's because the instructions are pictorial. They just show a diagram. It doesn't have clear instructions. But I figured it out. So if you watch this video, you know what to do if you run into that problem. Step 5 is complete, and step 5 was easy. Step 5 was just bolting in the chest rest to this frame, then sliding it in here, and bolting the seat cushion onto this and sliding it in, and adding the knobs. And this knob's adjustable, so you can slide this forward and back. I'm trying to do this with one hand, but it will slide, and this will go up and down. Just pull that up, and this is adjustable, as is the chest rest. So it's complete now, and I'll add some weight and give it a try. I'm very happy with this machine. It's a nice machine. The handles rotate 360 degrees, and they can work independently or together. And I can really feel that in my back. And that's exactly what I want, because my goal is to win another United States Marine Corps Pain is Weakness Leaving the Body t-shirt, which is first prize at the U.S. Marine Corps Pull-Up Challenge. And I'll be 68 years old. Matter of fact, I'll be 68 in a few weeks, next month. But that's my goal every year. That's the standard I hold myself to, is to be able to do 25 pull-ups. And I can do over 30 now, but as I age, I want to do everything I can to be prepared, to be ready. And I believe that you have to make things happen. You can't hope that they happen. So I'm going to be focusing on my back, my biceps, my lats, and every muscle that pull-ups develop. And I'm not going to leave it to chance. I'm going to make it happen. And this is just a nice machine. It was well worth the money I paid for it, and I would highly recommend it. If you're serious about back training, you want this machine. And I can do it so many different ways especially with these handles rotating, because I can use off angles. And of course, if you can do any exercise differently, that helps prevent muscular accommodation, which is when muscle gains and endurance, strength, and size stop, because your muscles get accustomed to doing the same exercises the same way with the same load too long. But I don't see a problem with this. I have different back machines, like I have a incline chest supported row machine from Titan Fitness, and I have a seal row bench and lat machines and cable machines, and now I have this seated row machine, along with my other gym equipment like the SolarFlex and Gravity Edge Gym, the Marcy PM 4400, Total Gym, and so on. But this was a good buy. I bought this from Temu.com. I got it in 4 days, and it is an excellent, excellent machine. It's one of the best machines I have. Okay, that's all, guys. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I upload more YouTube videos. And as always, thanks for watching.